Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Stacy. On here I talk about all kinds of different topics, sometimes anxiety related, hence the name of the channel. Sometimes I talk about true crime. And with the beginning of the Diddy case, it is not being televised because it's in federal court, and federal court is never televised. However, there are people that have transcripts of it as it's coming out, and they are reading it live on YouTube. If anyone wants to listen to it and hear the full case, you can find it. I don't know anyone that's doing it. I think someone called JLR Investigates is streaming. That's who I found reading it. I just found another link to someone else who's doing it because I'm trying to be able to get that. I'd like to be able to sit down and read it myself later tonight. I don't know if the whole thing will be published somewhere that I can find it and be able to read through it. But one of the journalists I saw who's covering the case, he is in an overflow room. I guess there's the main courtroom. There's 18 attorneys, 6 prosecutors. Diddy has 2 tables of defense attorneys behind the prosecutors. There might be some paralegals mixed in there, but he has at least 9 attorneys, and I believe he added another one. And then the prosecution has 6 attorneys sitting in the very front row. But it is very packed in the courtroom. There's 2 overflow rooms, and my understanding is they're opening up a 3rd overflow room because the worldwide media is there. And I believe the trial is open to the public. I believe all trials are open to the public to some extent. I mean, if you can get seating. I know the media is sleeping out, with people holding, sleeping and holding spots for them like we used to do for concert tickets when my generation was kids. But, so it is interesting to see what's going to happen. I believe they have gotten through opening statements and that they are on their first witness. I am not sure, and I don't believe anyone is sure if Cassie will be testifying this week. But she was seen last week in New York heavily pregnant, so I don't believe they're going to want her to be any farther along and risk stress causing her to give birth in the courtroom. And that's going to be interesting to see how that plays before the jury, in that kind of case. So we shall see. So I am looking forward to the coverage tonight and getting the updates on what's happening in that. If you have any interest in following the case, it is all over YouTube. I point to channels that are giving good coverage. I'll be in the chat at Surviving the Survivor. He'll be live tonight at some point.